transfusor, the object of building it is to create electrical power. And it's self-running and doesn't need a power supply. It can be started with a single pulse from a battery, so not necessary to have a massive transistor to drive it. It is based on the repulsion of unlike currents, and if you see the diagram that I don't have here, it compresses the ions to very high pressure, and because the area gets smaller and the forces remains the same, the pressure goes up. That's an implosion. Once the deuterium ions are close enough together, they tunnel and produce, something happens, and they produce a neutron and a helium atom, helium ion. And this expanding gas, because it's hot, interacts with the car magnetic field to generate to produce more electric current, and it works as an alternating current, and the frequency depends on the size of the coil and the number of winds, number of turns, and the capacitor. But because it works, the ionisation goes through glass, especially coupled with especially runs at a high frequency. And so I've got a vacuum capacitor to put on the coil that we have, which is 900 turns of 2mm wire, and it takes about 10 amps alternating current, and it should have a sine wave on it, so I haven't achieved that yet. What Brainstorm appears to have done is make a multi-vibrator, but however he hasn't sent the circuit he uses, so I don't know. It doesn't work very well. It's my circuit and it doesn't work very well, so I'm not going to use that anymore. It doesn't need a driver. And a 12-volt pulse through the coil, which is cut off suddenly, will produce a spark in the ionisation chamber on the reaction tube, and therefore start the reaction. And something like that. And the previous experiments show that they get a very bright white fire-like emission, and the neutrons are detected with special detectors. We use Cherenkov counters which detect a flash when a neutron goes in it faster than the speed of light in the plastic. And we can get commercial ones which are better. These neutrons are absorbed by the gas itself, because not all of it's ionised, and it produces helium-4 and more deuterium, so it actually takes away the radiation from it. So not many neutrons would escape, because then in the central area of the coil, the central ribbon inside the middle of the reaction chamber is reacting to produce neutrons, so they pass through a lot of hydrogen and deuterium. Well, actually deuterium is hydrogen, but it therefore produces deuterium on deuterium, and the helium that's produced is also helium-3 is 2 versus helium-4, all emission of heat, and it's self-supporting. And the way of stopping it is to watch what's open circuit that's coil, and then it produces a burst of radiation, which is dangerous. I've had experience with that too. It was first made 1967, was it, when I had a stately home, and it's the Vine, which is no longer there. I think it's on the M3 now. Anyway, the Vine meadow is still there, which is nothing to do with the Vine. Well, that's my contribution to the broadcast we're going to make. I'll send this to Luke, and I'll also put it on YouTube.